Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So, hopefully, you guys had a great day. I cannot complain. I was in my craft room pretty much all day, I think. I think I was all day long. I made a major boo-boo that I will show you guys when I point the camera over. And I'm sure I'm not the first one that has done this, and I'm sure I'm not going to be the last one that does this. And I messaged my upline, Heather, and told her what I did. And she said, just use one of your other ink pads. And I was like, you know what? I am going to totally use it, even though I messed up. And I'm just going to kind of tell everybody that we are all human. We all make mistakes. And hopefully, you guys learn from my mistakes and don't do it. But anyway, welcome. I have a super cute card for you guys tonight. We are using the Cake Fancy stamp set. I am featuring this in the Designing Damsel class to go. The email I know is a little late and I definitely apologize, but it will go out hopefully today, if not first thing tomorrow morning. That is the plan. But that is the set that we're focusing on for this month's class to go. It is super fun, totally overlooked in the catalog, and it's so easy and you can do it in so many amazing ways. So I'm excited to show you guys that tonight. And please let me know about my lighting. Bo did put the new light above and it is much brighter, but I know doing Facebook Lives having natural light is probably the best, but I don't have that in the space that I use for my Facebook Live. And I do it at 7 o'clock at night and the sun is already almost down. So it's really hard to get the natural light. So hopefully I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But let's point you over so we can get started. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. That is definitely not supposed to be here. I took the shelf out of the stairwell and this was sitting on the floor and Bo didn't want to trip and fall on it, so he put it on my table and I forgot to move it before the live. And I didn't put the glue back on my glue lid. Anyway, welcome everybody. So here is the stamp set we're going to be using. It is called Cake Fancy. It is definitely fun and so many possibilities with this set. Um, it- Today, I'm going to show you one way to use it. The card that we're making today is not in the kit, but you can use it with this kit. So there's that. Let me bring in the inks that I have. Good evening, Heather. Good evening, Mary. Welcome. So these are the three inks that I picked: Azure Afternoon, Pecan Pie, and Daffodil Delight. Well, here is my major boo-boo. I needed to re-ink these ink pads. Let's see if I can get this to stay focused in the center, and it doesn't look like it. But that says Pecan Pie. That is Pecan Pie. I did that perfectly fine. This one is Azure Afternoon. Did that one completely fine. And when I do my re-inking, I start with the darkest color first, just because I use my bone folders. This one is not all yucky and dirty, but I do have quite a few that are. So I usually start with my darkest one first, and then I rinse it off, wipe it off with a towel, and then go to the next color. And then I went to do my Daffodil Delight, and look what ink was sitting next to my Daffodil Delight. And I did not pay close enough attention before I re-inked it until I stamped it. And I was like, huh, that is really dark for being Daffodil Delight. And I put crushed curry on my Daffodil ink pad. We're still going to use this ink pad because we're all human. We all make mistakes. And what do you do when you don't have another one? Which I do have another one, but that's not the point. If you don't have another one right away, we're still going to use it. So that is my tip of the day. Make sure, even though they're sitting side by side, make sure it is the right reinker to the right ink pad. Tip of the day. Good evening, Darlene. Welcome. So that's the stamp set. Those are the colors. And I should have started with this first, but that's okay. I mailed out all of the spiral bound catalogs. The last one actually went into the mail today. So this is the catalog everybody got. And I included these little bookmarks. Whew, that was a hard word to say. So everybody that ordered one got one of these bookmarks as well. I just did a variety of colors, so I just put these on the books and put them in the little packaging. But I used the glimmer paper to showcase all of the new 5 in colors. So hopefully you guys enjoy them when you get them. And Lucas actually came over yesterday or the day before, and I was going over all of these colors with him, and it was so stinking cute to hear him say Petunia Pop. I really need to get it on video, and then I'll post it for you guys. It was so fun. Okay, there's that. All of that is good. Let's start crafting. So here is the card. Looks like my iPad is frozen, but that's okay. Hopefully it will catch up. Here's the card that we're going to be doing, and it says, enjoy your special day at the bottom. I really wanted to bring in some Azure Afternoon ribbon, but I was completely out, and that's okay. We are going to use what we have in our craft room, and this is still current. It is retiring, but it is still available as of when I created this card a little bit ago. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's crushed curry, but it's supposed to be Daffodil Delight. But we're going to use whatever color comes off of the ink pad today. Okay, there's our card. There are lots of stamps involved in this set, but it's so beautiful that sometimes it's okay to use almost every single image in the stamp sets. Sometimes I don't use all of them. Sometimes I only use 1 or 2 of them, and I'm like, ugh, that stinks. But this one, we're pretty much going to use them all. Okay, we have Azure Afternoon, 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. We can go ahead and fold that, score it, set it out of the way. I have a piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4, and same with the Daffodil Delight, 4 by 5 1/4. This one is going to go on the inside. And then I have a piece of the basic white, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. This is what we're going to be doing our stamping on. So let's open up our ink pads. And yes, I'm going to open them all up at once, and hopefully I don't mess up and put it in the wrong spot. But that's actually why I put this piece on the inside, so I visually know, but that doesn't always mean that I'm going to stamp it correctly. So let's see how I do. So enjoy your special day is actually 2 stamps, and I just set them beside each other, and I'm going to ink this up in the Azure Afternoon. I'm going to stamp this close to the bottom. There we go. Now I'm going to take the bottom of the cake, ink that up in a pecan pie. Took me a second. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space so I can put my ribbon. So I'm just leaving a smidgen at the bottom so I can wrap my ribbon around there. And it is supposed to be lighter and darker in some spots. So if you're thinking you're not doing it right, you are. So now we're going to take our cake. We're going to stamp it in Daffodil Delight, but it's going to come out crushed curry. And I'm just going to line this up and stamp the little cake pieces. So I don't know if many of you heard, but in the beginning, this is the Cake Fancy set is the set I'm focusing on for the Designing Damsel kits. Here, I just was trying to bring it in and I couldn't pick it up. So this stamp set comes with the kit that hopefully the email will go out later tonight or first thing tomorrow. But this is the stamp set that comes with it. And it is carrying over. So I am super excited for that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the little tiny flower. I'm going to ink it up in the Azure Afternoon. And now I'm just going to start decorating the cake, the top of the cake. So here's the flower. So I'm going to stamp once, and then I'm going to come up here and stamp off. And then I have the leaf or the flower. I don't know what it is. This one I'm going to stamp in Azure Afternoon off to the side. And they have these itty bitty tiny little kind of leaves or twigs. And I'm just going to come in and just fill in some of the empty spaces. Just make sure I'm inking this in the correct colors. And these little blocks, these are the size A blocks, they are being discontinued as well. So if you need them, get them now. I love them for these itty bitty little images. I ordered quite a few of them. So there's that. And then we have the inside for the flowers. And I think this just kind of makes it all pop. Look how easy that was. Literally took us no time at all. So now I'm going to, I knew there was going to be a booger on the end of it because I didn't close it from this morning when I was working over here. So I'm going to glue this down and then grab some mini glue dots. And I have my ribbon. I actually never work with my ink pads open like this, and I'm so scared I'm going to put my hand in it or my card in it. Something's going to go in it, I think. But I think it's easier when you're using so many different colors that we're not having to open and close them every 3 seconds. So there's that. Let's bring this inside. And I think there's a larger image for birthday wishes. I think I'm going to stamp that on the inside. I usually don't stamp things on the inside of my card, but I think I might. And I already went and tied my bows for these. They are not the friendliest to tie bows, so I didn't want to fight with it on the live, so I decided to do it ahead of time. So there is one in here that says birthday wishes. So I'm going to grab one of my blocks, and I think I'm going to stamp this in Azure Afternoon. Stamp it right in the center. Enjoy your special day, birthday wishes. Perfect. There we go. Now for the next one we're going to do, I want to show you another way to use, hopefully it works because I did not practice this before going live. I actually literally just thought of it. So I'm going to use the same colors. I'm going to do enjoy your special day at the bottom, but I want to do different topping on the cake. So everything else is going to be the same. There's that. Let's grab our makeshift Daffodil Delight / crushed curry. Okay, there's your 3 cake pieces. And I want to say it's this piece. So it looks like little clouds, but it's not. It is, let's do it in the Azure Afternoon. So it's kind of like frosting on top of your cake. I don't know. I think it is super cute. So there's that. And then I'm going to come in with the candle. The candle is so stinking cute. I should have brought more blocks over. I actually did not know I was going to do all of this. Let me just make sure that's clean. And this one I'm going to do in pecan pie. And I should have lifted that up a little bit, but that's okay. You guys still get the gist of how cute this stamp set is. and a little candle. There we go. And on the inside, I am going to do a couple more candles. So 1, 2, 3. You could actually do candles along the whole bottom if you wanted to. So there we go. Good evening, Monique. Welcome. So just something a little bit different, and it's still super cute. I will bring in the cards when we're done. We have one more to do, and I think I might do another piece of the cake. I was going to do all 3 of them the same, but why not show the entire sets? It looks intimidating until you start playing with it. And then once you start playing with it, it is not intimidating at all. Hopefully I left enough room for my ribbon. Oh, I did. Perfect. Almost done, and then we'll do our last one. I always like to put a little bit of glue on the ends of my ribbon on the back side, just so it doesn't move anywhere. Put our bow right there, and I'll glue this on the inside later. I just want to be able to get through all of these fun cards because I know you guys probably have other things to do this evening. So there's lots. Here's the base. And I'm going to take some of this stuff off because I needed that one. I didn't need to take it off. Okay. So let's do 2 layers. Now I'm going to take this off, and I want to use the top of the cake. And this one I'm going to do in Azure Afternoon. And you could do this a triple layer. You could do 4 layers. You can do as many as you want. And if you want a piece of whipped cream on top, we'll do a smidgen of whipped cream at top. And should we do a candle? We should do a candle. So if you overlooked this in the catalog, you still have time to get it. And I wished I had masked that. But this, I'm winging it. I did not plan on doing all of these. I was going to do all 3 of the very first one. But you can kind of see on how fun these cards are to put together. So let's bring all of these in. What time is it? Oh, I still have a little bit of time. I'll stop rushing. I'm always scared I'm going to go over my 30 minutes. Not like there's somebody here timing me, but I don't want to ever keep you guys from your families. Let's fold this. Good evening, Linda. Thanks for joining. And hello, Monique. I don't know if I said hi to you. I think I said hi to you, Darlene. If I didn't, hello. So wrap this around. Let's glue this down. So if you're just logging on and joining, this is the set that will be sent out in the email tomorrow. So you will have a PDF of at least 16 projects. I think our last one was 22 or 23 projects using this set, but I wanted to focus on using it today so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the set looks like before the email goes out. So I know these two are not probably, I think they're super cute. I would totally send them out. This is what I was planning on making because it was super cute as well. So you can kind of just mix and match and play with this set. It has so many fun things. You have the candles that we just used, the little whipped cream. You can make your own border around your frosting. So it's definitely fun. This little bow goes in between all of your layers. So stinking cute as well. So that is your card. Actually, I'm going to try that really quick. I'm going to bring in the Azure Afternoon and let's see if I can be cool enough and do this. Just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about with the bow. So hopefully I don't hit the camera and hopefully I get right in the middle. Oh, it works. So don't order this set yet. You can definitely order it when the email goes out and you get the stamp set in it. Isn't that so stinking fun? I'm actually really glad I did that because I love the way that looks. So anyway, thank you for joining me. If you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see many of you guys in card class on Saturday and then on Tuesday for another live. And that is when I'm going to do the drawing for the kits. So you still have time to order your kits and get them in your hot little hands. And I'll do the drawing on Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see many of you guys on Saturday. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.